Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Married to Medicine, Season 8, Episode 6. But before we start, that's how you gonna do it?
Yes.
Attitude. Homework time. Always got an attitude when it's time to do homework.
Oh my God.
And I got the iPad. And
You're
you ain't.
responsible. Yeah, that's what happened. She snatched his iPad. I was here for it.
Yep. All right, y'all. So Heavenly Simone, Dr. Jackie, and Toya then met up to discuss this Napa trip that Toya is planning. And Toya says, first thing, it don't make sense for Quad to be there because number one, it's a business and she's meeting with the VP of this company and she wants to be seen in a positive light. Number two, Quad didn't apologize at the love funeral thing or take accountability for anything that she did. She only went to tell them that she was wiping the slate clean for what they done to her. Okay, I got something to say. Number one, why would you think Quad would not show you in a positive light when you got to meet with, like, we never seen Quad act a fool. That would be Heavenly or Sweet Tea at.
Not more than Toya.
You see what I'm saying? Two, Quad didn't take accountability for anything she has did. She just went to say seemed like she was cool with everybody but you, Toya.
And she didn't just like they did shit to each other, all of them. I want them to stop acting like Quad just came from out of nowhere. Now, I will say this. Quad don't have no relationship with them, and I feel like it's time for her to go because it really don't make sense for her to be here. But all of her like groveling to tell them how she needs to take accountability for shit doesn't make sense to me.
I don't like that.
And they did exactly the same thing with Mariah. And I don't even like Mariah, but it was messed up then.
My whole thing, I didn't like this whole episode. I'm not gonna like how they doing Quad. And like you said, it's been tit for tat since day one. Toya and Simone. You know what I'm saying?
I went back and looked at the reunion, a little bit of the reunion from season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. First of all, Dr. Heavenly's teeth was jacked up. She showed up as a dentist with jacked up teeth. Now, she do not have the same teeth now as she did then, which I think is interesting. I'm like, how you gonna be a dentist and come to the TV show with your teeth jacked up? Toya and Simone were ready to tear each other's heads off.
They don't like each other. They don't like each other. And this is what I want you to understand, Toya. They don't like you.
They still think you dumb.
They still think you dumb. They do not like you. You are not a doctor. They don't feel like you one of them. They don't respect you. You guys are trauma bonding over not liking Quad because they don't like you. None of them.
Now, I will say Quad had a stank ass attitude towards them, and kind of tried to start acting like she,
was better.
But I mean, that shit goes back and forth. I just won't put it all on Quad. It ain't just all about her. But at the end of the day, if she out here like hanging with Portia and Yandy and all of them, let's watch that then. Make that be a show because her over here with them just don't make sense. Jackie don't mess with none of them. Jackie don't fuck with y'all. None of y'all.
She really don't. So Heavenly say when Quad is with Phaedra, she no longer needs her and she cuts her off. But Heavenly, in 1 minute you will say, that's my girl, and next minute you be like, watch your man around the bitch. You like and then she's supposed to what? Hang around you after that? Okay.
And Heavenly, you're that girl that be like, she's got a different friend now, so
she don't call me because she.
And I would say, yeah, probably because Phaedra is a single girl.
Phaedra's a fun girl.
And she's a fun girl.
Yeah.
I don't like Phaedra, but I can see how they, they ain't got no husband at home. They could go hang out and do whatever.
Exactly. And none of y'all could do that.
ass out in the club, booty cheeks out, all of that. She don't do that.
Child, so Toya is telling them that the three of them need to confront Quad on this trip.
Because
And
they're now the core four, child.
child, no, but she's telling them three that
That they
they
need
need
to do
to.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Jackie says, so you're saying that Quad should go to Napa? And she said, well, we are giving her an opportunity to be a sister. And so Heavenly says she gonna get Phaedra to invite her to go on this trip. So the next thing we see Laura, she's letting Heavenly know she's been accepted to FAMU. You know, Heavenly didn't really want her to go, but really she's just proud that this girl is following in her footsteps so much. She's even studying biology as her major, and she's like, girl, I should have just named you Heavenly. You
And
know?
she grew up in Atlanta. She been hanging at the AU Center probably since she was 16 years old. She don't want to go over there. She want to go somewhere different.
Mm-hmm. Heavenly just full of it. She was gonna let Alora do whatever Alora want to do, child.
And Laura is she acts like Damon Daddy now.
Cause she be like, mm-hmm.
She's very like
Yeah. Um, Simone and Cecil is out looking for these boys a condo.
this shit
Why
pisses
they
me
got a
off so
realtor?
bad. It just pisses me off.
Why they got a realtor when Cecil's a realtor? Why they got somebody else showing them off? Ain't that what he's supposed to be doing?
Ain't it?
So he ain't doing it.
Don't.
So I'm gonna pay somebody else, and this is what I do.
They get the commission?
That makes sense.
Not at all.
Okay, so what's really going on, Cecil? What's really going on? Okay, your ass in that basement for a reason.
What's really going on is Simone is presenting him with the condo that his ass is going to be living in soon. Him and his trifling ass son. Michael probably won't be messing with them for long. He probably,
Mm. Well, Simone tell the oldest he got 1 year rent free to live there, and the youngest he got 2 years rent free to live there. And if they don't pay, they're gonna have to leave and they can't come back home. And they all laughing like, quit running.
including Cecil.
We'll be back.
I would be so pissed. Like, we're parents. We're supposed to be standing together. You're supposed to be backing me up on this shit. You laughing.
Yep, he don't do that. So Toya and Eugene, they talk about, the trip and how it's going to be good business move for her. And she says she want to focus on, the new collection that's coming out and the social media aspect. And I just don't take her serious. She won't drink wine and take
She's
pictures.
partnering with Kendall Jackson. That legitimizes whatever her project is because,
I just don't feel that. I feel like she just want to, like I said, drink wine and take pictures. I don't get the same feel from her like I do like Dr. Latoya.
That was very different.
I feel like Toya wants to drink and just take pictures and say, this is my collection. I don't really feel like she's really into like big. She want to present herself like she this business person because they are. But I
it's funny. When they were having their core four meeting, she said she want to put them up on what's, class and show them something new. And I was like, you want to show Dr. Jackie some class? Girl, sit your ass down.
Yeah, it's all a facade.
I agree. I think definitely. I thought about that when I was watching it too. It does definitely. Dr. Latoya is just. But she's smart and she's also a doctor.
But when she actually went to the vineyard and we seen her and she learned about the wine.
She was learning.
You see her over there and she just over there having massages and shit in the vineyard. She really ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? She's not trying to learn the business like that.
I feel like everybody that's done it, when Bethany did it, she let them girls stay at the thing and get drunk while she was over at the tequila place, like learning about.
Right. I don't feel like that's what she about. I just don't. I'm sorry. I think.
And Eugene, stop acting like Latoya is not also problematic. Like, you hate Quiet because she said you had a little peen, but she wouldn't have said that if Toya wouldn't have told
Toya put it out there. Toya put it out there, and then you mad because she said that Toya was sleeping with the neighbor people or whoever. But at the end of the day, she said Quan was sleeping with the contractor. Her and Simone put that out there. So I mean, it just is what it is. Shit, y'all tit for tat. So we on the bus going to the hotel. So we find out Jackie and Phaedra gonna join them later. And Toya say to Heavenly, you invite your girl. And she was like, oh yeah, no, you told Phaedra to. Well, we'll see if she show up. So Heavenly and Sweet Tea gets into it again about her being uninvited to the wedding. And Heavenly say, look, it ain't gonna work because you a little girl and he an old ass man. Okay. Heavenly Heavily then turn around and do that fake ass if apology. If I did something to you. Because Toya told them to make it right. I was like, okay.
Heavenly apologizes to somebody every season. Every season she
Every
has to
time.
yeah.
And then she turned around and do it
And then
again.
she'll dog your ass. Check out her YouTube reviews. Now
Yeah.
she's doing it with Carlos. I'm not watching any more of those either because Heavenly be telling shit like I'm like, we didn't even see that.
I ain't watched it. I only seen one. I've never seen another one. I just seen, I think, the first one.
What with her and Carlos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just watched this last one, but I'm like, she talking about contracts and production and shit that happened behind the scenes, and I'm like, I just want to review the show. It's getting too complicated.
Mm-mm. So they arrive at the cottage, and Toya and Simone they share a suite, and then she gave Heavenly and Jackie a suite together, and everybody else got a regular room. So Simone asked her, "Where did you put Quiet?" And she was like, "I ain't get her a room. Well, I wasn't
Why?
sure. I
Why?
wasn't sure she was that she was going to invite her. You didn't say all the way here. You had a whole conversation with your husband about Quiet
Why
coming.
coming?
You mentioned Quiet coming in the van, and then we get here and you do some shady shit talking about I
And
didn't
it's
get her
much
one.
easier to cancel a room than it is to book one. You can
Come
go
on,
ahead and cancel it and say she's not coming.
come on.
Honestly, if I'm planning a trip, I don't want to like. Let me just call this girl and confirm. Like, hit her with a text and confirm that she's going. But you're not coming all the way here as the host, not knowing who's coming and who's not coming.
You've been talking about it all the way there about her being there, and all of a sudden you don't know if she was coming, so you ain't get her a room. That's that shady shit right there. So then she asked everybody else if they could she could stay in their room. They all said no. So they make the new girl share the room with her.
That was weird.
Yeah. Then
She's
we
like, I
see,
don't know, Quad.
yeah, what's she gonna say? She only give it two scenes. So she,
Right,
I
right,
guess maybe I get a scene. So
right.
they go bike riding on them electric bikes. I still say I want one. Could you buy me one for Christmas?
Me?
Yeah,
Sure.
thank you. Um, he over here talking about wow. And then and when they ride the bike, here go Toy. The last one there got to share a room with Quad. See, it's just like you've been picking. You told Eugene you didn't want this trip to be about Quad, but Quad come out your mouth every scene. Stop it.
You hate her that much.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. It's jealousy, I think. I still think she's jealous of Quad.
It is jealousy. Yeah, it is. Um, so they outside getting their massages in the vineyard, and Sweet Tea tells him that she told Dr. G what Heavenly was saying about him, calling him old, talking about he had worms. And Toy was like, "Why you tell him what she said?" I was like, "Cause that's her husband."
I'm not gonna say something if some chick says that you got worms.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm finna
Yeah,
say
I
it.
want you to know don't like her because she be talking shit about you.
Yeah. And then she said Heavenly is also his dentist.
Not anymore.
And Toya was like, "Who would pick Heavenly to be a dentist?" See, I said, "That's that shit right there, Toya. That's what I'm talking about. Now you talking about her real
You're
profession. Now you
talking
do
about her business.
yeah,
You
Yeah,
don't have one.
you
Did
don't.
Dr. Heavenly makes money besides this show?
Yeah. I was like, that's that shit, Toya. Um, so Quad arrives and Toya tells her, "Oh, I didn't think you were coming. And when we got here, everyone was scrambling because I ain't have a room for you." And Phaedra said, "Absolutely not." And Jackie said, "Fuck no." Like, let me put it out there that nobody wanted you.
Nobody wants
Why?
you here.
It's so elementary. It is.
Quad,
So Quad.
like from the time she walked in the door, she came in pleasant. They was
Mm-hmm,
giving her this dry, funky ass energy. She
mm-hmm.
said, "I have money. I could get my own room. I don't want to make somebody uncomfortable." Well, why you say that? She would never do
You're not making anyone
that. I
uncomfortable.
mean, okay, seems like it.
You just got here. And then he gonna tell you, well, uncomfortable is not the word. She was like, "Where you put me, girl? In the basement?"
Right.
And Simone was like, "You think Toya would do that? Hell,
Yes,
Toya
I
didn't even give
do. I
her a room."
do. Like she told me she didn't have a room. Like,
Exactly. Girl. Then Quad leave out and Toya's irritated because she came in cheerful. And Simone was like, "I told you she was gonna come in here like that."
how
So
was she supposed to come in though? How was
they wanted her to come in stank, then it would have been an issue. She come in happy, it's an issue. It's nothing she could have did when it came to Toya.
no?
So but then
And
she
it
got
seems
Toya
like
got an
Simone
attitude.
too.
Now Toya got an attitude with Simone because she felt like Simone was being a little bit too friendly. Well, you sure was matching her energy. Would you want her to be evil towards
I
her?
didn't think so. I thought she was being stank too. And I was like, this isn't a fun place to walk
Well,
into. I'd be
it
dying to
wasn't
go get to my
stank
room.
enough for Toya. It wasn't stank enough.
Mm. I mean, well, what do you want her to do? Like, she just go get the core four and let's kick her out now?
She was like, y'all. See, bitch, y'all, that's the stuff I don't like. Y'all was smiling in the bitch face and talk about him behind her back. I was like, same shit you were just doing with Heavenly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she
the
doesn't
court.
like Heavenly. She only needs Heavenly to not want Quad there. Because her and
Exactly.
Heavenly stay going at it. Her and Contessa was online going in on Heavenly so bad. I had to turn the shit off. It got to be
Yeah.
too much.
So Simone was like, well, I'm being nice because we need to get her to come to dinner so she'll think everything's okay. So you basically like, we just need to set her up so we can get her to this
Yeah.
dinner so we can
Yeah.
tear a hole in her ass. These grown women, these is doctors, y'all.
These are doctors.
Toya
And what did she say Toya was? A tennis expert?
exactly. She a wino. Um, so Phaedra and Jackie arrived. Girl, Phaedra legs was the same size from her thighs down to
Woo! She got some Fred Flintstone cankles. I never noticed that before.
I had never seen them either.
Put your heels back on, girl.
Girl. Um, so 21 know why Phaedra ain't get on that plane with Quad. And she make us some excuse, the day before was her son's birthday child, and she just had so much going on. And they all like, yeah, okay. So I guess she got to talking. I guess she had called them, and she ain't like the way Quad had act at her thing. Um, and then Dr. Jackie said Quad didn't make her look good, so Phaedra will cut you off if you don't make her look good.
No, she doesn't make herself look good. I don't know what she's talking about. How
Well,
about
none of that was a good look.
not at all? And I feel like Quad and Jackie both tell Heavenly shit that they don't want to say. You got that one person that can't keep their mouth shut. So if you really wanted to get out, like if I were at my work, I know who to tell the dirt to.
Child. This girl got in a whole casket for you. How did you think any of that was gonna pop off? None of that was a good look.
When they did that, I was like, this ain't
That's stupid.
That's why I said Quad can go, and I like Quad. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be in caskets and stuff, then go do something else because that stuff was stupid. I don't want to watch that.
Exactly. So we're at dinner. Jackie tells them that she's speaking with the vice president about African American birth mortality. She talking about how they both AKAs. Girl, where Curtis? Tell us that.
I said the same thing.
Jackie gonna give you that. We got that part, Jackie. But where Curtis at,
And
child?
I'm gonna say something else. What you telling her for? Cause she ain't gonna do shit. Seen her do shit all this time. What that's cute, I guess.
Child. Quad shows up late because that's the shit that she do. That shit's irritating too, though.
Wearing what? What was she wearing? Now, I mean, Toya get on my nerves. What the hell she got on, quiet?
Because she said something about she looking like a fool or something. Toya
She
said
did.
came to the table.
And so did Simone. She said dressed beautiful. I was like, some leggings and a wrap? Okay.
Girl, that's for Simone, child.
I guess.
So Quiet starts it off by telling Toya, she's proud of her and she's happy to be on this trip to support her despite what they going through. And Simone jumps in and said, well, we need to talk to you about your status with the group, especially the OGs. And so Quiet tells them, she just wasn't comfortable to open up to them about certain things, like when it came to her marriage. And Simone was like, you got to stop playing the victim, Quad. She's been saying this since that very first.
But you know what? Before she said that, though, before she said the part about not feeling safe, she said, how did she put it? She said, I could have done things differently. And I was like, ain't that accountability? Didn't she just say, I could have done some things differently?
There was nothing that she was going to say that
What
day.
nothing she could say.
No.
She came down. Toya, thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. I was like, well.
Yep. So she goes to the whole, well, what has changed? Why do you want to be around us? Why are you hanging around us if you don't feel safe and supportive? And Quad was like, well, I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. Toya was like, she don't own up to anything.
Their responses weren't even making sense.
So Quad was like, I mean, right now I really don't have an emotional attachment to anyone. And then that get heavily upset. And she's like, her issue with Quad is that, after her and Phaedra was hanging out, after they had all met up, she hadn't heard from her since then. And then she talked to Phaedra, and Phaedra said she wasn't gonna bring her on the trip, and she told Quad that she wasn't gonna bring on the trip. Then all of a sudden her phone rang in this Quad, so she feel like Quad is just using her.
I mean, is she using Quad?
I mean, you sat on your show and said that you use Sweet Tea to come on the show for Quad.
And Sweet Tea down there like, this is nice. I ain't never been to California before, child. This is really nice down to the wine spot.
Girl. Then they Heavenly told her, she was like, girl, Phaedra ain't like you. Phaedra changed her flight so she ain't have to ride with you.
It's sloppy.
That sounds like Phaedra, though.
Okay. And Phaedra, it's all right. Phaedra said she didn't want to invite her because of all the negative energy that came with Quad. That it was how you did it, Phaedra.
How
You
am I supposed to have positive energy when I show up at the bachelorette party of the lady that my ex-husband, is about to get married to? What was supposed to be positive about that? How was that supposed to turn out any other way but the way it did?
Exactly.
Y'all got these women out here to the funeral home at midnight.
You're right.
Well, how was that supposed to be positive? They could have had a little get together.
Come on now.
Call it second chances. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, is Quad gonna call up Dr. Jackie and do what? They're gonna go have lunch together?
Her and Jackie, like they are like total opposites. That would never be though. You know,
She
just
calling
like
up
regular.
Simone. I mean, I guess I can't listen to Simone for long
I
periods
can't.
of time.
And
So
honestly, Dr. Jackie rather hang with Heavenly than Simone. Simone is
clearly,
not really a fun girl.
clearly,
And I can't listen to her.
her
She
voice,
really irritates.
it's like
She's so loud.
shattering,
Oh,
glass shattering. Ugh.
child. So Heavenly try to call Quad out and say, you talked about Phaedra and you said that she's a liar because she said she ain't going to date with Greg. And she was like, well, Greg did tell me that you guys dated and y'all were doing good till you asked him for $4,000 a month. Me? As my
You did,
purse costs more than that.
you did. That's why you need them 4,000 so you can get the purse. You know,
Then she said, Sweet Tea, did he say anything? Well, he said you went on a date, but it was nothing romantic or nothing. I was like,
of course,
he ain't gonna
because he
tell you
wants her
that.
hanging around. She's
I could say he
hanging
got to be all up in your house and there's somebody he wouldn't sleep
around.
with.
Right, right. And then I'm like, okay, so Quad said she ain't feel like talking to y'all was a safe space. And then heavily turn around and spill out all the shit that I was telling to her when I thought she was a safe space for me to talk to.
Mm-hmm. It's too much. And then Heavenly basically tell her she tired of her shit. She's sick of her shit. I'm like, Heavenly, when Quad is off the show,
What
you
you
know
gonna do?
you was enemy number one last
What
year.
you gonna do? You got Jackie, but Toya don't like you.
And Jackie
And
stay out
neither
of
does
shit.
Simone.
Simone don't like her at
Mm-mm.
all. She want her
And
friendship but
now we got
respect.
Sweet Tea, who don't like her either.
Mm-mm. You gonna be enemy number one. And then when that's all said and done, Toya, your dumb ass is number two
She
because
don't
they
have
don't like you.
it's in Heavenly, like we don't she keep her private business very private. Like all of her, what them boys disappeared. I don't know where the hell they went to.
They
But
don't
she
want
left
it. They like
like
down
left that
there.
nigga at the condo on Lake Lanier and we ain't seen him no more
Well,
after
you on Lake Lanier, we might not shoot.
that. They grown, so Alora is going off to school. So then it's just gonna be you and Daddy Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Damon Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I'm like, Kevin, none of them like you except Dr. Jackie. And that Dr. Jackie doesn't like any of you. I don't think she likes
She
any
really
of you.
don't. She stays out of all of it. She just existing.
When they were sitting at the core 4 meeting, Jackie was like, she
Mm-hmm.
didn't perk up until she said, so Quad's coming on the trip. That's the only thing she said at that luncheon.
Child.
So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. And
I
y'all
just didn't like it. I
traded
feel
in
like
Quad for Phaedra for what?
that
Because
ain't
she
gonna
damn
work.
sure ain't gonna give you nothing.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
At least Quad was married to medicine. It ain't called married to a felon.
Wow.
Did y'all gonna bring her husband on the show?
Whose husband?
Phaedra. That,
She don't have one.
her
Paulo?
ex. Yeah.
Well, now that might make it good.
I
And
can see
then bring
Toya,
his wife.
Toya be becoming friends with Apollo's
He's young enough.
yeah.
His wife is young enough to be friends with Sweet Tea.
Mm-hmm. Child. I guess. I just didn't like it. I was
didn't
like,
feel
it wasn't
good.
that- it wasn't. It felt really bullyish for some grown ass
For
women,
some
some
old ass
professionals
women.
too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
y'all sat up here and let Toya lead y'all grown ass professional ass into the gutter. The gutter.
She did it. Listen, I don't communicate well with Quad, so I'm gonna have you three take the lead and go ahead and handle that. Let's get rid of her.
And then get mad. Why was you so nice to her? I was like, what the hell going on here?
Child. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen. But I'm not a Phaedra fan. Never have, never will. So y'all could have saved that.
And she on here looking at the whole damn
I'm
fold. She don't
cool.
even look good. Y'all, drop down and subscribe to this channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Wow. You want to tell them what to do? No, I mean, if you going to have attitude, I'm just saying. It's homework time. Let's get it. You want to play football on time, but you got to get them grades right. But you got to get them grades right. I know that. Like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye, y'all.